Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you here tonight. And it is very excited to have Jovana back with us again to talk about video marketing, to talk about how do you make your video really, really engaging. And what I'm most exciting about is you guys see this every single day when I do my intro video. Has that little characters that come up and point to the product. We call them mascots. So she's going to exactly show you how you too can do the same thing with even more characters and more combinations of different postures they can do. I'm going to actually let her talk about inside this demo, this live demo in this interview to share with you how this great software can really, really make your video stands out from the crowd and give that attention that you need to make that sales, right? So be very, very exciting about that. Now, before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Jovana got started with the internet marketing, and most importantly, what does she do exactly to achieve the level of success that she has today. So Jovana, please take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today.
Okay, well, I've been on this show before, but if you don't remember, I started internet marketing when I was 16, and I was actually in high school. Mm-hmm. And I was doing it to make pocket money. And it was quite funny because in university, and I went through that in university, I was never the broke student, which was awesome. So when I finished university, I went to go and work for a software company. I'm going to make this really short. Mm-hmm. And I'm the type of person that I'm a go-getter. So if I do something, I want to do it 100%, and I want to learn more. And, you know, I was always doing more and more in my job. So basically, we had a contract. I was, you know, you get set up with your tasks in your contract and what your job is and etc. And I was doing more than that. I was doing, you know, product design and controlling the programmers, which wasn't in the scope of my employment. And I was basically doing my boss's work, so the guy who was above me. And one day, I did a really long report on we were doing a software for a company in the UK. And the partner of that company actually came to see my boss. And I had done this like massive analysis of the software and how it can be better and redoing the graphic interface and all of this. And he comes in and he congratulates my boss on doing such a good job. So I was really pissed. And the next day I gave in my resignation. I signed it because I was still doing internet marketing. I just wasn't focusing on it as much because I obviously had a full-time job. Mm-hmm. And the best thing for me ever was, I remember, then I started doing the absolute minimum because I was really irritated that my boss was getting paid like 5 times more than me. I was working 5 times more than him, and I wasn't, you know, like it was just not a good situation. And I remember my bosses, I was watching a video at work and he was like, oh, you mustn't do that. And I was like, ask me any question or ask me about any detail in this company and I'll be able to tell you, and I doubt you will know that. And he just shut up from that moment. And he was so nice to me, actually. But after that, what happened was...
Because he knows you're the one delivering, make more money.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean...
somebody like that.
It taught me how to be a hard ass, which I'm not actually. You know, a lot of people, you have to be sort of ruthless in this business, and I'm definitely like a soft soul. But somehow, when you have to be and you're like stuck in that corner, you will. But anyway, after that happened, I started my own business in internet marketing, and I was doing offline consulting for a while, and I did that for 8 months. And my goal was to get my business to a stage where I could pay myself my salary, I could pay for my first 2 months of rent overseas and my plane ticket. And in 8 months, I had accomplished with 3 months paid salary already. And then I did that for a few years, for 2-3 years, I think. I'm not sure. How old am I? When did I... Like, I started this officially when I was 22.
That question, so yeah, volunteer.
I started it officially when I was 22. I'm 28 now, so yeah, I would say about 4 years. Mm-hmm. And then I was talking to somebody and they told me I was running a company, and they were like, why don't you make a product about it? It was about QR codes.
Hmm.
And I was like, yeah, I can do that. But I wasn't sure. And if you know me, you know that they call me the lion lady because I used to
Yeah.
work with big cats.
Yes.
And I was talking to my lion who I had raised since he was a wee little baby, like this big. And I was really scared and anxious about doing something of my own and creating my own software.
Hmm.
And he was still like growing and, learning how to roar and stuff like that. And I had never heard him roar. And when he roared, I was like, you know what? I'm going to not be scared. I'm not going to be timid. And that's what I was saying about just having that confidence in business,
Hmm.
which I still lack. And you have to push yourself. You literally have to push yourself out of the box. But here I am 2 years later, and I think things are going well, but not without mistakes. So I have failed a ton. Since I've been 16
I,
to 9, like we can spend 3 hours just talking about all of the mistakes I've made.
Mhm. Well, let me ask you this questions. I think it would be awesome for the audience to know. Let's say someone who's watching this and listening to this right now, they have that same position which you were, like they absolutely hate their job. Maybe their boss is taking their credit as well, but they're not so sure. Hey, is this internet marketing gonna work for me? Can I replace my full-time income with internet marketing, perhaps make even more? So at that borderline where you were, what would it be some advice you can give to this person right now?
Okay, well, I think first off, you need to assess the situation and see what you can accomplish. I was really lucky. I was living in my own flat when I quit my job, and I had to move back home. So I went back to live with my parents,
Hmm.
and a lot of people don't have that option. So my parents, I was really fortunate. My parents let me grind. I mean, I'm talking 16-hour work days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they let me grind, but like I said, within 8 months, I had already accomplished so much. But I stayed in the comforts of my parents' house until I could reach my goal. I think it's really difficult for someone who doesn't love their job to just
Miserable.
quit. It's really difficult. But what I can say is keep on grinding, because what the most important thing is, if you really want to, and I truly believe this. In Serbia, for instance, a lot of people are complaining about the situation here and how they have low paying jobs and all of that, and I get it, and I understand that it's tough, but I didn't know how to make money online, when I first started, but
No.
I spent a lot of time reading and I spent a lot of time taking action, and I'm here now. So it's just about putting in the time. And if you don't like your job, make sure that when you do come home, you spend like 4 or 5 hours within reason, what you can do. I see so many people, like I talk to a lot of people on Skype that have full-time jobs and are doing internet marketing full-time. And I mean, these people do more work than I do, right? So I'm just like, wow, I'm absolutely amazed. If you have the determination, you can do it. And most importantly, one of the reasons I have failed a lot in internet marketing, especially when I started product creation, is because my lack of ability to say no. Okay? So I always had these really, I'm that type of person, I hate saying no. Like I said, I'm a
Are you still there? I hope you're still there. Oh crap. All right.
side. Make sure that you work as much as possible, but you know when your end point is, so that you don't get to the point where you have so much work and internet marketing work that you completely crash, because it does happen. I
Sorry,
know.
sorry to interrupt you here for a second. Your video got totally cut off when you say you have a hard time
Oh no.
with idea cast anything you say after that.
Oh, okay. So where did you stop?
You basically you say well the biggest problem what mistake I made when I was creating product is I have a hard time saying no. Then after that, I don't know, these were freezed.
Okay. So what I wanted to say is one of the biggest lessons I've gotten, not just from all the years before I started product creation, but also the years now, is being able to say no, no. No, I don't have time for that. No, I don't have time for that. You have to limit yourself to what you have time for. So if you're working full time and you've got a lot of expectations, and I understand, like I've got a 3-month-old baby, and that has totally changed my perspective on absolutely freaking everything. Because that, you know, that child takes up almost all of my day. So Soren and I are working at night and when he's sleeping and all of that. I understand people have responsibilities, and that's why I'm saying you don't want to be caught up, because if you keep on saying yes and you put so much pressure on yourself, there is a bursting point, and then if you're like me, you'll feel almost paralyzed to a point, and it happens. Like, it happens with launches, and that's why launches take so long to come out, even if your product is really good and you've got, you know, you're just stuck. But so yeah, just make sure that you balance and that you say no. And to value your time. That's very important.
Right. So the takeaway here, I'm taking notes here, is first of all, when people complain about they don't make enough money, the salary is such low, I think the major reason is they're not taking enough action in their life. And secondly, you want to surrounding your people who are successful already where you want to go. So you see the possibility, so you're willing to put in the extra action and effort to make that happen. And
absolutely.
Right.
Well, I just wanted to say this story. Because a lot of people know what I do online. So what happens is, I always tell people this because I think this is such a good, you know, it's sad for me because this is my friend, but I was actually telling Soren the other day, and my friend was like, I want to learn how to make money online, but I don't have a computer. So I was like, you can buy a basic computer for $150, 150 euros, like $200. You can find a cheap computer that you can work on. It doesn't have to be this one computer. And he was like, I'm going to, today, every cent I make, I am going to save it and buy myself a computer so I can learn how to do internet marketing. And I was like, fantastic. Literally 6 hours later, he called me and he was like, I made $100, let's go out on the town. I'm like, like 6 hours ago you were talking about how committed you are to changing your life and buying a computer and starting internet marketing, you know, and I just left it after that. So you really need to have commitment, and if you say, I want to get this out by this stage, I want to do this by then, you need to make sure that you keep on pushing yourself, because I don't know if you feel that way, but the biggest problem with internet marketing or working online is that there's nobody to push you.
Right.
So you have to push. You have to be accountable for yourself.
Right. Exactly. And that's different if someone has a job versus someone owns their business. So let me ask you this one question: is to knowing what you're knowing today, that you own your own business, running a very, very successful internet marketing company, doing all kinds of exciting stuff. One of them we're going to share in a minute. And to have that, you know, past experience with a job, would you ever go back to get a job again?
No, Soren and I were saying we're totally unemployable right now. It's ridiculous. You know, I don't know what life holds. Soren is from I Am Wealth Builders. He's Cindy's business partner. I know she's been on your show a few times. We've just, you know, I don't think it will be possible because we're both internet marketers and we're constantly coming up with these great ideas and implementing them and stuff like that. You never know, but we did say if we ever were to get employed, we would be terrible at it because we're both our own bosses. So we're used to saying, you know, and I mean, I'm used to giving out orders like to my designers and my programmers and stuff, and I'm just like, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. I don't know if I could. It would take a while to get used to it. Let's just put it that way. It would take a while. But Soren, no, there's no way. He's been doing this for much longer than I have, and he said he's totally unemployable now.
Right, right, right.
Because he's used to being the boss.
Hmm. So, and I think what you kind of talk about here is the freedom you get to do the things you want to do, and if you put 10 times the effort into your job, you're not gonna get that financial rewards or recognitions if you have go to the job versus you working your own business. You
Yeah.
in charge of that, but then the flip of coin is like you say, you have to be the one pushing yourself, have that goal, be focused, and not to, time, like you said, time is your most valuable asset in your business, and learn to say no, because when every time you say yes to something, you had to say no to something, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. That's it.
All right,
Oh,
so
and yes, go.
all right, sorry. So if somebody's watching this, I always ask this one question everyone I interview. If someone watching this just starting out with internet marketing, and the path in the phase you and I went to at the very beginning is looking at different products, different techniques, different way to make money online, haven't found the real direction yet, what would it be some solid tips, maybe give 2 or 3 of them, to point them to the right direction?
Okay, well, the first thing I would say is the easiest thing I think you can make money online with right now is selling to businesses. So, for instance, video is the perfect example.
Mm.
Video Maker FX, Explain Geo, those are really two top-notch products.
Mm.
And the output of what you put in, I mean, you can make a pretty swank video like in 20 minutes. It's swank, yeah, dude. It's really good. So you can make, and this is funny because my animator, who was actually designing my software now, she does video animation, and she was like, she loves Video Maker FX. She loves it. It made her work easy. She was like, Video Maker FX is basically can put me out of business
Mm.
because everything that Video Maker FX did, she was doing instead. Like, you can still pay a professional. It's obviously different when you're paying a professional, but Video Maker FX gives you a leg up, or any of that's the type of softwares I would look for. So that's what I did. I found softwares that would create an impeccable output. So, like for instance, Video Maker FX, or a ebook designer, or a Facebook cover timeline maker. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Mm.
That will give you actual tangible products. You can work on other stuff. Like I'm now working on app development and Kindle books and stuff like that. But that takes a lot of trial and error and waiting. So you need to be really patient for that. But with offline consulting, you can call 100 businesses in a day, and I know it's possible because I've done it. And if you call 100 people and it sucks, the worst feeling is hearing no, no. But once you get, if you get one, you get used to it. You get used to it, and if you get that one yes a day, you're in the money. So that would be my path. Is offline consulting. It's the easiest thing you can do. And like I said, with softwares like Video Maker FX or Explain Geo, it's a no-brainer. People want videos. You just need to sell them, educate yourself, possibly buy a course on video marketing and stuff. And then when you know the reasons or do the research, obviously you need to sell anybody about your service. You need to be knowledgeable. That's the most important thing. So you can't go into a meeting and they're like, why is video important? And you're like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta know your product, and second, you gotta believe in your product. You gotta believe in you have absolutely the best service, best video in the marketplace. You're so convinced that if somebody don't buy it, you're doing a disservice to them.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. I totally agree with you. Because that's how I feel about Mascotly, actually.
Right.
Oh, when people talk to me about this product, like I get so excited. I always say it's my second baby. Obviously, Luca, my son, is my number one, but
I use your second baby all the time in my video.
I know, you told me. That's awesome. I love it.
So let's talk about video now. Let's talk about the most exciting thing we're here for. We know the software, Explain Geo, Video FX we mentioned here, even old-fashioned Camtasia. still works very well, and they keep improving on that their end too as well. Now you can do the iOS recording as well. Every part of this is improving, and the bandwidth is increasing, and YouTube is just blowing out the portions here right now, dominating the whole search engine as well. So why, for someone who just haven't got into creating videos, making videos, or using video as a part of the communication to their potential clients, in your opinion, why do you think, where do you see the videos going in the future, and why do you think everybody should be on video right now?
Okay, well, I've got the perfect example. I don't know if you read 9gag, but 9gag is like basically a meme site where they post funny pictures and stuff like that. And Soren and I are avid 9gaggers, and every night before we go to bed, we read 9gag. And 9gag is about short bursts of information. So like one post will literally take you 3 to 5 seconds to read, and then you scroll down to the next post. There's no content, there's nothing. It's pictures and like clips, like GIFs, that shows like a 5-second clip or whatever. And somebody posted this really long story. And I had read through it, and one of the best parts about 9gag is that you can actually read through the comments, and literally 90% of the comments was like, we don't want to see so much text. And I think the way that, not our industry, the way the world is going, this is how I feel. We are being bombarded by so much information. So you've got tweets that are 140 characters. What's that service? Where it's 7 seconds. You have a 7-second video. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot. Anyway, it's a social media sharing site like Twitter where you post 7-second videos. You've only got 7 seconds. So we're getting short bursts of information all the time. And I'm not saying content marketing isn't good anymore. It is, and it is beneficial. But video, it's easier. It's easier to watch a video than to read a 2,000 or 3,000 word article. And that's it. That is why YouTube has taken off so long. And again, once you start watching a video, or you start watching a series of video about the topic that you like, you can actually, you want more and more. I call it the YouTube black hole. It sucks you in because you're like, oh, I'm just going to watch one video, and then like 4 hours later, you're like, wait, what just happened? So video has the potential to actually come across to your customers in a lot more ways. Now, what I do like about Video Maker FX and stuff is that you can make content marketing really fun. So, for instance, what I do and what I think people should do is you would take, let's just say, for example, top 10 tips for surviving in the jungle. Totally random topic. With Video Maker FX, with the right images and the right animation and the right text, short text. So your video wouldn't be longer than 4 or 5 minutes. You can make a really good video portraying the same information that an article would be, but making it more entertaining. And that's also one of the things I wanted to say is we are constantly being entertained, and YouTube is a way of actually feeding into that desire of we want to be entertained, we want to laugh, we want to be, everything we actually, and I am at fault at that too. I cannot tell you how many times I do not read an article because it's too long, it's very boring, whatever. But I will find a video on the exact same topic and I'll be hooked.
Right. I think even the education system is changing right now. It just the iPad, the mobile devices just make the videos more consuming. Instead of a textbook, they are now making in a story format just to let having great time, play with the educational game and learning at the same time. I think that's the future of the as humanity. That's the way learning should be fun. Shouldn't be just reading a boring text and fall asleep. Like when I was going to school.
Yeah. Actually, I was reading this article about this journalist who was doing his daughter's homework for 7 days, and he was like, he felt so drained. I mean, kids, I think in some places the system is still very backward let's put it that way. But I do think we are going to go towards a more entertaining form of education. And I know for myself, I hated mathematics in high school. Seriously, and I was doing really, really poorly at maths in grade 11. And then my mom found me a math teacher who was hilarious. Literally, I had to go. It was terrible. Every Saturday morning, 8 till 11 o'clock. Horrible because obviously I was going out on Friday nights, but I was committed, so I was going. He was so funny, and he made maths so interesting that I aced maths. So I do think, you know, there is, again, that entertainment value when it comes to certain discussions. Obviously, not everything can be that, you know, entertaining, but look at TEDx and the TED Talks. I don't know if you watch the videos. I love TED Talks. And some of the best talks are the people that know how to entertain. They grab you and they know how to control the crowd. So it's not just, oh, okay, I'm here talking about XYZ. They actually interact with the audience. They tell jokes. They do this and whatnot. So entertainment value is very important.
Right, so the next factor, so we know video is the future, so it's mobile and all that great stuff. That's I mean, that's just the trend here. If you're not doing it, you're basically falling behind. And there's still some people out there believing ugly video sells, or you know, more entertaining video, more animated video sells. I think I'm more toward the making fantastic video. I mean, my video kind of show itself.
Yeah.
I think the ugly video is gonna be fading away. That's what I'm seeing here, because you know, that's just laziness to me. If you have explain video, you have video effects now. Why can't you take a couple more minutes and make a fantastic video now?
I have to agree. You know, I'm one of those people. I have to admit, I used to be really lazy with video, and I started using Video Maker effects. Not after it launched. I bought it like a month after it launched. You know, I was pregnant. I was almost giving birth to my baby. So I wasn't really interested in all of that stuff.
Your first baby.
Yes, my first baby. I gave birth 3 months ago, so. But it was really fun making videos and making really good looking videos. Obviously, then, if you have Camtasia, I think I've been using Video Maker effects in combination with Camtasia just because I'm using it on the Mac and it is really good and everything is so much better. You can do a lot of things and shuffle around, but that's not, you know, it took me a long time to learn Camtasia. I can create videos like you can in Video Maker effects with Camtasia. So it's just about making the videos from Video Maker effects better, but it is so simple, and what I thought was really draining, and I was actually making a video today, and I was so proud. Like, I took my laptop to start, and I was like, ooh, look at this video. Look how good I've actually become at creating these videos. And so it is empowering, and it is so easy. It's really, really easy. And this is someone who hasn't been, you know, I've been using it for a few months, but I mean, I started making awesome videos like that right off the bat. So it is easy and it's accessible for everybody, and they're selling it at dirt cheap prices.
And I want to kind of, and that's kind of, I think, you know, I think there's so many software out there. There's Explainio, there's Sketch Pro, there's Camtasia, there's Video FX, and I didn't have that when I first starting. I'm like a guy in the candy store, and every time those software launches, I spend my entire night on it and I'll go to bed playing around with it. Oh, you can do it.
Yeah, but the cool thing is that one of the reasons I love internet marketing so much is that because we're making products affordable for people. So, like, I was looking, I think it's VideoScribe. It's somewhere, I think it's $30 to $40 a month. And I mean, a lot of people can't afford that. Whereas Explainio was selling for $37 or $32 early bird pricing. I'm not quite sure what it was. I bought it when it was $37, and I mean, you're paying for this really awesome product because Explainio is, especially with the power that you can create your own slides. I think that is killer. Like, pay an outsourcer, you know, get custom slides made. It's like you're paying 1/100th of the price for a custom video with Explain Video. That's just freaking awesome. So it's making these video products so accessible to people. Instead, and I mean, Camtasia is expensive, VideoScribe is expensive. All of the other whiteboard and animation software it's either monthly or it's in the hundreds of dollars, which is way too expensive. So video and video creation and making good-looking videos, not anymore the ugly videos that we were talking about, has become so easy.
And here's the thing, you know, I used to say this, and I'm no longer say this, is that, you know, people say content is the king. I think that's, you know, as we all involve, there's just so many content, especially on the internet. Every second there's, I don't know, 5 million video being uploaded to YouTube. And so it's not the content anymore. It's the attention is the king now. Like, you really, really have to do whatever you can to push everybody our way to grab the attention now. And the best way to grab the attention is have a mascot like yours. One of the ways to do that, and really spend the time to make entertaining videos. And that's the point I want to try to really get across here.
Yeah. You know what? I think you're absolutely right. As I was saying, we're so getting used to such short bursts of information. I don't know about you, but it takes me like literally 2 minutes to scroll through my entire news feed. There's very few things that actually attract me anymore. So if you do anything, and I've seen people make really bad looking videos with video maker effects, and it always makes me sad, because if you put in a little bit more effort into actually learning the functionality, because when I bought Explained Here, I bought it and I was like, I'm not sure why this is, you know, I love video maker effects, don't get me wrong. But I was like, I'm not sure if this is actually better than video maker effects. I was like, I don't know why I bought this. And then I forced myself to sit down with this software, and I made 5 videos with Explained Here. And once I started using it and the functionality, and you can move things which you can't do in video maker effects, it was so cool, and it opened up so many different avenues, and you can create such a better looking video when you actually know a software really well. So it's just about putting in the time, like you said, to make sure that you get the attention that you deserve. And it takes an extra few hours. It took me 2 days to make a really swank video with Explained Here, but it was worth it. Whereas with Video Maker Effects, it took me like 5 minutes, but it's not as powerful. You can do so much more. But they both, I love them equally, so I use both of them.
Yeah. So let's talk about a little bit of story behind the mascot software, which you're going to introduce here in a minute. And why did you decide to make a new version out of it? And for those who have it, and what's the idea behind this? And what is the biggest problem you're trying to help all the internet marketer solve here, especially the ones that already got Explained Video and love doing videos? And in fact, the other area of internet marketing definitely use this as well. Talk about that a little bit.
Okay, well, the way Mascotly was born, I was buying mascots on Graphic River, and if you want, I can go. I've actually got it opened up. I can put on screen share. Shall I do screen share?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, desktop, start screen share. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, I see myself, but
awesome. Okay, so I love this site. Graphic River is a site where you can buy like stock graphics, and I've spent thousands of dollars. It's actually ridiculous. But I started using mascots when I saw these little creation kits, and it's basically what Mascotly does, except that you need to use Photoshop. And what I started doing is I started using it in my ebooks and in my reports, and giving it away to customers and stuff like that. I would actually get my VA to make like 50 different mascots, and then we would give them away as bonuses. And people freaking loved it. It was insane how much people actually enjoyed using these mascots in their in whatever they had to do, you know, and they love seeing it on the ebooks and the reports, and I'm using it all the time. What happened then was I started getting people saying, how are you making these? I was like, well, I'm going to Graphic River. whatever. So I was speaking to Cindy Beatty, who's from My Wealth Builders, and she told me, I don't think that the licenses actually covers that. And it's true, because if you want to use one of these mascots in a commercial product, so in a single end product, you have to pay $150 each time you use it in a different product. That's insane. That's very expensive. And when I actually was speaking to my list about it, they were saying they can't afford this. And not just that, even if they could afford it, they don't know how to use Photoshop. So those are the two problem points that you'll see with mascots. Is first, that's $150 just for one use. So you can buy this mascot.
Wow.
Sorry?
Just one use?
Just one use.
Wow.
So every time you want to use it in a commercial product, you need to, used by you or one client in a single end product, which end users are not charged for. So you buy this fun mascot creator, right, for $10. You want to use it in a Facebook banner. Awesome. $10. If you want to legally use it again, you have to pay another $10 in your Twitter cover, or in another $10 for in your YouTube video. That expense really adds up. It's just really expensive, and I mean, I myself, and this is why I think you really need to be on par. I'm gonna just stop screen sharing now that I've showed you that. But you really need to be on the ball, because I spent almost $1,000 on mascot creation kits. I love Photoshop. I use it all the time, so it wasn't a problem for me. And then I started actually reading the restrictions, and I realized, oh snap, I've been giving away these things as bonuses, and actually you're not allowed to. I've been giving it away to on my squeeze pages and stuff like that. And I had spent already $1,000, and I was just like, whoa. What if there was a way for me to actually get these made and use them for myself? So that's what I started doing. I started getting mascots designed that I would use in my business. And I had this crazy idea one day. I was like, because people kept on asking me, oh, we're going to get more bonus packs. Like, if I would send out a bonus, people would be like, oh, can't I just get the bonus packs? I've already bought it from someone else. And I realized that there was a big potential for this, and people really wanted to use it, but they couldn't afford the price, which is on Graphic River, or they didn't have Photoshop, so they couldn't use it, which is a real problem, you know. And the easiest way to do it would be to put it in a software where it was literally point and click to creating your own mascot, and that is how Mascotly was born. I teamed up with Nail Yena, who's a fantastic programmer, and he's launched a lot of cool products. And I was just like, do you think we can make this possible? I've got the mascots, you've got the programming brain, let's do this. And he was so excited, and that's what we've done. I know, that's a little long-winded. Is there anything else you want me to answer?
I think another thing that your software, because I've already seen this, so I can say this, is that other similar graphic artists out there, offering kit like this, they usually have very limited combinations of what you can do with the characters, and also it's very hard to work with. You have, like people like me don't know how to use Photoshop or GIMP. When you open that program, it takes some learning curve to get used to those kits. And
yeah, it does.
And what I love about yours, which we're going to show in here in a couple of minutes, it's super easy. Just a couple clicks, bing, bam, boom, you're done. You move on with your next project. So speaking of that, would you mind to kind of give us a little short sneak preview of this?
Yes, absolutely. Let me put screen share on again. Okay, so this is Mascotly. Can you see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in the software, you will have 30 different base mascots that you can use, and in total combined, we've got more than 8.5 billion combinations. And how we do that is we times each number by the amount of parts. I can keep on randoming through this, and you'll just see a huge selection. I don't know if you're grabbing this because we're on Google Hangout, but
see that?
every time you click, you'll come up with a totally unique combination or mascot. And what it does realistically is you can go and design it yourself. So, for instance, if you want a certain pose, you can change it. And this is the pointing one. Let's put it up there. Let's change his tie, his mouth. We want him smiling and being happy. He'll be a little sheepish. And we want Wolverine hair.
Oh, it's like me. There you go. Swag. You're talking about swag. That guy got some swag.
So with a few clicks, you can literally generate, and I love this because I use it all the time for call to actions. So I think it's a really nifty piece of software. And then what we've also done...
You got a suit jacket for him? You got a suit jacket for him?
Oh, yes, we do. Blazer.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. That's a swag.
He looks good. But
I bet he's got a girlfriend character out there too, right?
Yeah, he does. Let me just go down. Let's see. I'm gonna take the arms off and put the hands up. So she's not impressed. Let's make her unimpressed.
She was not impressed with that swag. No, definitely
not.
No,
she wasn't. She does not look happy. She does not look happy. Let's make her angry.
See, guys, you can have a lot of fun with this software. Just
it is.
Oh, angry woman now. Now that looks like a pissed off wife right there.
Yeah, that does. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything, but that looks like me a couple of times. But hold on a second.
Oh, this is a big no right there. Oh, I'm gonna spank you now.
I was just thinking that. That's so funny. No, wait. Just wait. I'm gonna make her happy. Yay! Stop. Listen to my call of action. Listen to me. And with a few clicks, you can change like a really angry wife into a very happy one.
That means she's got a purse for the day.
Happy wife, happy life. That's the moral of the story. There we go. So there we go. We've got a ton of different things that you can do realistically, and I just want to show you some of the features here on the right-hand side. You can change the background color if you want. And then, hold on, I like bright yellow. Maybe it's too bright, so let's do a dark orange. You can put any image that you want through the image thing. You just go here, cancel. You can have it a transparent PNG. That means there is no background. We've got a few basic patterns in here that you can pick if you want a quick option. And then we also put this in for a lot of my customers wanted to sell these to businesses. Like I was talking, softwares that give you a really nice output. You can put a watermark on it so that you don't design this really awesome mascot for someone and then they don't pay you. So you put, and you can upload your own watermark, and then we've obviously got the Mascotly logo up in there, but you can change the logo as well. And then the different sizes that you want. Let's just go to create. You click the button, download, and it's done.
Now, can you import one extra graphic in this, like maybe an e-cover into this what we're seeing here? Is that possible?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Our plans, you know what, Nail is, and that's why I love him. He's such a good developer because we've been bug testing Mascotly for a really long time, and every time we add something in, it needs to be bug tested. It needs to go through our beta testers and our customers who already have the software before he releases anything. Actually, Mascotly used to have an old design, and he took, which I love, because obviously we want to create software that is an impeccable experience.
Right.
But I was like, do you think, and this was like a month and a half before the launch happening on, And he was like, I don't know if we can do it. We need to bug test it thoroughly. And I was like, okay, well, if we can get the right people on this and we can bug test it. So you're only seeing this beautiful new interface because Nail gave it his stamp of approval. And this is a developer who will come to me and say, this picture is aligned incorrectly by 1 pixel. I'm not even kidding. He's insane. I love it. But we do have a lot of plans for this software in the future, and we actually want to, depending on if we can and what the realms of possibilities and timeline, in the future we would actually like to have a drag and drop. So we would have different things, and you could drag in different elements behind and whatnot. This will just be one part of the entire software interface. But the plan would be to be able to create your own mascot scenes and stuff like that. So you could put her in an office and then move around different things. But this is just, you know, a second step to making a really good soft graphic software.
Cool. Now, I think they get the point what this thing does. Now, would you mind, since you're already on this screen, maybe show some of the extra bonus they'll be getting with this?
Okay, so yes, absolutely. We've teamed up with Bernardo, who's the boss of graphics. I have every single one of his softwares. It's just insane. And what you'll be getting with the software is you'll be getting instant header presence and instant ebook presence. And what we did was we went and we designed 30 templates using mascots. So I'm just going to open them. And you can change this. You can obviously input your own mascots. If you don't like the way he's standing, you can do that yourself. Maybe I should show you an example, actually. Hold on. I'm just going to put this on transparent. Did I create it? Yes, I think I did. No, but I created it with the background. Hold on a sec. Okay, so let me just show you how literally quick it is.
Damn, they killed the dude.
I did. This might be too big now. The images that we give you are really big. Should have made it smaller. Look. Ah!
You're gonna do that forever.
Don't worry. I'm a pro.
Almost there.
Yeah, we're almost there.
There you go.
There we go.
What are you doing there? I have my dog here chasing her own tail. It's not gonna happen, all right?
Here we go. Okay, so that's just literally what it took me about 60 seconds just to make those few changes. And you've got a bunch of more templates over here. The Mobile Revolution.
That's new. I've never seen that before.
Responsive design. There's a lot of stuff here that you can use. And this is cool because what we really wanted to do is we wanted to make complement these 3 products for if you're doing Kindle. This is awesome, you know, to make your Kindle covers. If you're buying PLR for reports and stuff, there's nothing worse for me than when I see people buying a PLR and putting it up exactly as what you've just bought. You know, and with this, I use PLR, and all I do is I just customize my ebook covers in instant ebook presence, and I've got this really good-looking, attention-grabbing ebook cover that is completely different from the PLR that the other people are using.
Right.
So it takes minimum effort. And then we've got instant header presence, and I love instant header presence. And one of the reasons I love it so much is, okay, well, first off, we've got, again, a bunch of templates with mascots that you can use. Woot woot. There's a stack, but you can also create Facebook timelines, for instance. So what is the new, let's Google. Hold on.
Want to know the size?
Hey,
Dimensions.
Facebook timeline dimension. I can't spell. It's almost 3 in the morning by me, so don't judge me. Let's take a sec. 83. Hold on.
What do you see there?
Where is it? 851. 851. And no. 315. 315. Okay, so all we'll do is we'll take this out. And here, this is a Facebook cover. You're literally making a Facebook cover, which is so boss. Hold on a second. Graphics. I'm trying to... Yeah, let me put in this image. And we were just talking about time management in the ebook creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
My internet is a bit sluggish, so I apologize if stuff is taking a bit longer than usual. Hold on. You don't need to use her completely. You can just use certain parts.
Say that to your wife, she'll kill you.
Don't mess around. Let's see. We need to find something that's simple and easy. I like, you know what, I've really been enjoying responsive design. I don't know about you, but I love flat colors. The whole Apple thing about taking flat colors is just awesome.
I don't know what that means because I'm not a designer. But
flat colors, I don't know, it's an Apple term. I actually don't know what it is, but I use, if you Google flat color picker, you'll see. It's really awesome.
Learn something new today.
Here, let me... Flat color. Here we go. Woot woot. There we go. See, those are flat colors. I really love them. And actually, you can copy it and put that. Oh, wait, why hasn't it changed? I didn't put it in. Hold on, paste. Did I take the right one? No?
You got 2 number signs.
Do I have 2 number signs?
When you're pasting, you have 2.
Ah, okay. Smarty pants.
I saw that, you know? It's like...
No, okay. I need to find the other one. Hold on. This one.
Whoa.
This one has more. I knew I had it saved somewhere. Okay. There we go.
There we go.
But then this one is in. I know I'm taking a while, but I just wanted to show you guys just how quick it is. I mean, this isn't taking more than a few minutes, you know, and you're playing around with different stuff.
Then you shrink it.
Yeah, that's really cool. Time management. Am I giving you, is this boring? I promise you, I'm nearly done. I'm just showing, I want to show you guys just the sheer power of what you can do with these mascots. And these two combined, and let's not even get into video because that's just insane. Okay, here we go.
All right.
And she's happy. She's making time management easy. She's saying no. She's the type of woman that says no. And make sure she has enough time for everything. I like her.
At the same time, she's saying yes to something.
Oh, yes, absolutely, definitely.
She's saying yes to the mascot software right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I really love it. We were talking about passion, and I love this software. I use the software all the freaking time, you know, and it gives me a thrill to know that I can uh, create, you know, I can go into my own software and actually use it, which is pretty awesome. But is there anything else you want me to show you, or?
No, I think I'm done. But I do have one quick question. Is this software you upload to your own server, or is this something that people just get a login to using on your own server?
Okay, hold on a tick. I actually just wanted to show you. Okay, so this is the personal, but for the launch, we won't have personal license. $27 early bird special, and you get developer's license, which we normally sell for $97. But for this launch, we're, you know, giving an insane special because we want people to really be able to get a good deal. And all it does is you will download Mascotly. It's a browser-based software. Download it, unzip it or uncompress it if you're on Mac, double-click, and that's it. Mascotly has started. So you don't need to install anything. You don't need to have your own website. You don't need to have your own...
But can you install on the web base? Can you?
You know what? We did do that. Okay, so our old version of the software, you could install it on your own website, but we had a lot of people complaining about, you know, just the amount of, because a lot of people don't know, and I get that. We wanted to make it as simple as possible.
Okay.
And the whole belief, or the whole, you know, the dream was that it would be a one-click install, which it literally is. You just uncompress the zip folder and you're done. If you were to install it onto your server, it would take a bit longer. So we decided to take that out. So it's not available now, no. Okay. But if you ever need to use it, you just put it on your USB and you can use it directly from your USB. So as long as you have a browser, the Mac, Linux, Windows, you can use it.
Okay. All right. So if you don't mind, let me ask you some more questions about the launch itself now. And so let's start with the first question. And let's talk about the name of the product, time of the launch, and who's going to be really beneficial for getting this.
Okay. It's Mascotly. Very catchy name, I think. We're launching on the 24th at 24th, Monday. So tomorrow, Sunday, then Monday. At 11 a.m. EST, and we've got for the 21st, the first 24 hours, we've got an early bird special, which will be $27. We will never sell it at that price again. So you really need to grab it if you want to get it at a really low price within the first day. Okay. And, you know, I hate to say this. I know, because I've seen it as well. When someone says to me, oh, the software works with everything. Actually, it doesn't work with everything. We focused on video because we've created so many videos with these mascots, and we think it's really cool if you combine it with Video Maker FX or Explendio. But ebooks, it's a no-brainer. Like I said, I use it in my PLR reports. If you're doing Kindle, for offliners, again, something tangible that you can give people. I think it's great for offliners. I use it in my blog posts. So I actually use it in content marketing, and I will make a small blog post with the blog image, and we actually have an Insta header present. Look, I'm pointing towards the screen and you guys can't even see it. I'm going crazy. So you can make blog post headers, you know, feature images that you can attract your customers to. And I just wanted to say something. When I started this product, I was doing a lot of research on mascots and stuff like that. And there was a Nielsen study that said, if you could, would you rather share a normal blog post with a stock image or one with a cartoon mascot? And 95% of the people that were surveyed said they would rather share the one with the cartoon mascot because that's more fun. We're more, you know, it also comes back from our childhood days. We grew up watching cartoons. So we have like this warm, fuzzy feeling when you think about the Pillsbury Doughboy or the gecko with the insurance. I mean, there are so many. Look anywhere in internet marketing, and you'll see a lot of MailChimp uses a mascot. How many different services actually use mascots online.
I use
And I
mascots.
think Mashable said, and I've actually got the quote here, because I take notes every time I see something about mascots or whatever. It always interests me. And Mashable actually made this quote. Hold on a second. Behind every great website is a great mascot. I think, it's a play on the whole, behind every great man there's a great wife. But I truly believe that because mascots endear you to a brand. If you see an image or whatever, and because we are our brand in this industry, I think Chris Munch, and now I've seen you've started using your avatar, they're very clever because no one will ever associate. I didn't know what Chris Munch looked like or Bernardo looked like until I actually saw them, face to face or on via Skype call. But people will always associate Chris Munch with his mascot avatar. And why that's important, I was reading the Business Insider and they say mascots are important because they will never lie, they will never cheat, they will never make a scandal, they will never ask you for an increase in pay. They will always be, clean, clean, clean. Whereas if you have, like for instance, let's say I am my brand, which I am moving, as you learn in your business, I have started using more mascots and I want to use avatar for myself and stuff, especially for my business that is outside of the industry. I'm talking about apps and Kindle books. I don't use this face, It's the fact that we can all fall. I can do something incorrect and then be seen as wrong or lesser than in someone else's eyes, whereas the mascot will always remain clean and people will always have a positive image of that mascot.
Yeah, I'm taking notes.
But I read that on Business Insider and I was like, that is so clever. But Chris Munch has been talking about that for years. He was talking about that at a conference last year and we were like, why don't you use your own image? And he was like, my mascot is my brand. And he can sell his business to anybody because no one will associate his face. It's actually pretty clever.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So let's talk about what exactly are they getting inside the front end offer?
Okay, so they're getting 30 bonus. They're not bonus. They're getting 30 mascot sets with 8.5 billion. That sounds like such an insane number, but it's actually true. Trust me, I got my VA to recount that like 6 times. I recounted it. My brother, who's awesome with maths, recounted it. 8.5 billion variations of mascots. So you can really make unique mascots. The chances of someone making a mascot identical to you is very slim, which is why I love our products. And there are a lot of mascot products out there, but nothing that can customize as much as this can. So there is no other product on the market, and they're awesome. A lot of these people who are launching these mascot products are my friends. So they're really great products, but Mascotly really offers you perfect customization. And then you get instant header presence, which you can use with Mascotly. You get instant ebook presence, which you can use with Mascotly. And then we've also got bonus tutorial videos that show you how to use it with Video Maker FX, Explain Geo, and Easy Sketch Pro.
Cool, cool. So what is the OTO?
Okay, the OTO one is more mascots. You get 5 more mascot sets. You get 20 more ebook covers, 20 more headline covers. And then what we've created is a sort of social profile for different businesses. Facebook graphics, Twitter graphics, quotes, profile pictures, a whole bunch of stuff. You get 114 different graphics. And then obviously the 5 additional mascot sets which you can use in your business.
Okay. All right. So what is the price for that?
It's
Review it.
37. Hey?
Okay.
It's 37
and
for
so,
the first day.
Okay, so it's gonna go up. So you definitely want to grab.
It will go up. All of except we do have a club membership where you can sign up to get more mascots every month. That price will remain the same for the foreseeable future, but the front end and the first OTO will definitely be increasing in price.
Okay. So do you have any OTO after that one?
No, we've just got the OTO, which we're calling Mascotly Elite Bundle, which is all the templates and the additional mascot sets. And then Mascotly Elite Club, which is the recurring, and you get 3 mascots a month, and we design our mascots based on what our customers want. So you'll vote for the mascots that you want, and then the top 3 mascots that people present as ideas will get designed and developed for the software. So you're in full control of what you will see next in the mascots software.
And so let me see. So I got distracted a little bit. So I think that's about all the questions I need to ask you here today. My dog got even very, very excited. I don't know if you can see that. She's down there.
I didn't see. It looks cute.
And anyways, she's been around me the whole time. I think she wants. Anyway, so I think that's about all the questions I need to ask you here. But one last question, it's a very important question, is as people watching this, they get very excited just the part that when we play with the swag thing with the characters, and they want to have their own swag on the characters as well. So they want to buy this, they want to get this. They're very excited about having their hands on this, start designing awesome graphic for the video, for the e-code, whatever they want to do with it. But you know what? Everyone has that little negative voice, little voice in the back that has like, don't taking action, don't buy it, and what I call the loser voice. So, so my question to you, Jovana, is that in your personal opinion, what makes this product so unique they should absolutely grab it during this launching period?
Okay, well, I want to reiterate again, you know, a lot of people have poked me and said, oh, look, this person's launching this mascot product. And I'm like, that's fantastic. They have 2,000 mascots, static mascots in their mascot pack. That's great. Here's my software. It does 8.5 billion different mascots. You know, that's a huge number and a huge amount of customizations, which are just, and the fact that you can actually customize it yourself, and you have totally a whole slew of different niches. And you know, we use the penguin as our, you know, company mascot for Mascotly because we intend to grow this software quite a lot in the foreseeable years. You will always need good graphics. There really is an unlimited chance for you to use this in different areas, not just in internet marketing. We actually had a customer call in and say that he was using our mascots to create custom birthday cards for his kids. So there is such a large possibility of how you can use this and clever ways that you can use it. And then the second thing, and I think the most important thing, is can you make really good looking mascots? And the answer is, if you can click with one, if you can click, you can make a good looking mascot. You saw how I was using the random button. But you don't need Photoshop. You don't need your own website. We have taken away absolutely every single obstacle in terms of mascot creation. And that's what Mascotly is. A simple, easy, effective way to create beautiful mascots that will have an impact on your marketing.
Awesome, awesome. And I think the price is excellent as well.
And it's a steal. It's a steal.
So on that note, Jovana, thank you so much for spending time with us. And before we leave here today, do you have maybe a final word of wisdom you'd like to share?
Oh, okay. 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what I can come up with.
That's the best time.
You know what? Never stop trying. My parents, and I mean, God love them, I've told my parents this before, they always made me so scared of failing. They wouldn't let me go out of my comfort zone. And I think, you know, they come from the old communist area in Serbia. That's a whole bunch of history. But I told Soren, with Soren by my side, actually, you know, we've been dating. We've been together for the last 2 years. I am so much more willing to fail now and to put in, you know, like with the app development, I've put in a lot of time and money into app development. And I don't expect results because I want to learn. So don't be afraid to fail and try. Keep on trying. And even if you fail, and I'm sure you've gone through this too, there's no one internet marketer that we know, whether they're big or small, that hasn't failed a bunch of times. So fail upwards. That's what my brother and I call it. You know, you keep on failing, but you keep on getting up and up. Sorry?
We call it failing forward. So it's about the same thing. Just
yeah. Failing forward. Yeah, absolutely.
So cool. Awesome. So on that note, guys, thank you so much for spending time watching this awesome interview with Jovana. And I think this is probably one of the very first interviews she has done when she comes back. And stay tuned to watch a very, very short /sales plus demo video so you know exactly see how she uses it and how this is really going to really benefit with your marketing, whether being, again, building videos or Canva or Facebook or banner or any place you're using graphics. It can definitely make your brand really stand out from the crowd. Having that mascot representing your brands is going to be worth $1 million to you later. So be very, very excited. And I think you guys can really be really addicted to that random button she's talking about because you're going to just keep collecting and keep new character comes out. And we're going to do more detailed review in my review video. So look out for my email as well. And before we go here, we have one last thing to talk about is Jovana and her team has put up an entire giant package of bonuses to swing up this deal a little bit. Can you take a couple of minutes maybe talk about that before we go here?
Yeah, absolutely. What we, from my own list, a lot of people emailed us and said, we love Explain Here, but we're not quite sure how to make templates or how to use it with Video Maker FX as well. So what we did was we created 10 templates that you can just plug and play into Explain Here or Video Maker FX with the mascots, and you just change the name for, especially if you want to do it for a company or you want to change it out for your own stuff. Because Video Maker FX is really cool, but sometimes you're just confused about which slide has to go where and, stuff like that. So we've done that for you. Our copywriter has created 10 awesome scripts. We've got 250 pieces of commercial usage music. We've got 50 SVGs for you to use with Easy Sketch Pro or Explain Here Sketch. We've got a huge amount of graphics that you can use.
Yeah,
mobile websites.
You get the backgrounds as well.
Oh yeah, 100 HD video backgrounds.
Get the button creator.
The button creator, yeah. And then instant header presence and instant ebook presence. But that's
guys, just look at below this video. If you're on my list, you'll see. We'll list down below. I think that's the best way. It's 8 different bonuses, but man, it's like it will wow you when you see it. Like wow, this is a lot, I think would you say maybe estimate about $500-600 at least to
it's I think that is actually that's a small estimate. You know what? We don't want to be like those type of people that say, "Oh, this is this product is worth $1,000." It's worth much more, but these are very reasonable estimates. It's about $600 worth of products that we've put together between Bernardo, Niall, and I. For bonuses.
Cool. All right. So on that note, thank you so much again, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon.
Thank you for having me.
Right. Yeah.